Matt Connell with his hat in his fucking hand again.
Let's go.
Episode 10.
We finally have a week of a good pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah, we got a big card to talk about.
I've been waiting for something like this.
We got the card that just happened to talk about.
Yes.
We got you
Sleeper
skipping
card.
your fucking homework
We're
again to talk about.
We're recording a day early.
Right.
So we'll have to blame my future wife.
Okay, so we're recording a day early because of you.
Because of my future wife.
Right. Now, did you just figure that out today that it's your wife's birthday?
No, but she just reminded me the other day.
Right.
She goes, my birthday's Tuesday, you know? And I said, oh, right. She goes, what are you going to do with the podcast? I went, record it.
Fucking planet do you live on?
And then she gave me a look like, really?
Yeah, nah.
And then my message came out to you. Hey, how do you feel about recording on Monday this week?
Yeah, well, normally I record this Bluecast on a Monday night, so it would be no go, but we got her done early this week.
Perfect.
And I even got the intro done early, which is beautiful. But, yeah, you shirked your fucking homework again. Don't blame Shelby, all right?
I had to.
Jesus. You know who did watch UFC 8 this week? Who didn't even have to, by the way, because I've seen it 4 or 5 times.
I'm going to say you.
I fucking watched it again. I've been watching a lot of fights, man. I didn't watch these fights when they happened Friday night. I ended up going to the hospital for my back.
See, I never fail there. I'm always watching the live fights.
Right.
Because I watched them Friday night.
Yeah. Well, I watched them Saturday.
Continue with your sore back. Yeah.
And they were fucking great fights.
They were and sleep card. Man, I was surprised by this fight card.
Let's get into it. First of all, did you hear Yair's back?
Yes.
Yeah. And he is going to fight.
Maybe. I don't think it's on.
Oh, it's for sure. He's fighting Zabit.
Sure. Okay, so last I heard it was verbal.
No, well, I don't know if they actually put ink to fucking paper.
All right.
But
well,
I do
I'll
know
believe it when Dana says it. Really.
I did see that it's booked.
Okay, then
It's
I'm
booked.
in.
September 8th, Zabit and Yair Rodriguez. He's back. He had a meeting with Sean Shelby.
He's fighting.
It was all just a big misunderstanding.
Of course it was.
Yeah, which means, hey, I put feelers out. No one else wanted to fucking hire me.
Yeah.
So I better find out what's going on with this UFC business.
Or they were going to hire me and pay me a lot less.
Yeah.
Because you remember his stock isn't at a great spot right now.
No, it's certainly not.
It was until he ran up to Frankie.
Yeah. All he is a bag of potential.
Right.
You know, and he's been tested once against the top guys, and he's been sent back to the fucking back of the line.
See, I think if he would have done this right after the BJ Penn highlight reel.
Oh, anytime before the Frankie fight.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially right after that BJ Penn fight. Mm-hmm. Because after that BJ Penn fight, his stock seemed to be real. That's why he got that Frankie fight.
Yeah,
and Frankie
that's right.
was like, no, man, you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
That's what that really said. And
Yeah.
that also told the rest of the promoters, like, there's really only one other promoter, and that's Bellator.
Yeah, well, Bellator wasn't interested. They never
Clearly.
even made an offer, but I think one FC made him an offer and then rescinded that fucking offer. Or no, it was the Mexican promotion, Combates Americas.
Nobody's ever gonna know.
something like that. Anyways, even they withdrew their offer. And now who knows? That could have been Uncle Dana making phone calls. Hey,
you never know.
Don't you be scooping up this fucking Yair kid.
Fucking
You tell
Dana.
him no. You tell him no.
The $4 billion man speaking
Listen,
now.
he's a fucking gangster, you know. What a great fucking fight card, man. Let's get right into it.
To the terrible decision of Sam Alvey.
I totally fucking disagree here.
See, this is crazy because you know what I thought about this?
Yeah,
I thought you were going to tear me apart.
Yeah, because of the Stephen Thompson.
Right.
Yeah, I fucking
So
know.
now you're just being as hypocritical as I am about the situation.
Yeah, I think Sam won that fight.
Because Sam, the reason why I think this was not like the Thompson fight
Yeah.
was because I prepared for you to put me to the fire a little
Sure.
bit. Is because Stephen Thompson was outputting the same amount of damage, except for maybe that one shot in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where in this fight...
Oh, you mean the one shot in the 5th round that knocked him on his fucking ass?
But that only counts for that one round.
And almost put him right
But that
out of
has
the fight.
nothing to do with rounds 1 through 4. The way the scoring judges go. Regardless, we're
Right.
talking about this fight now.
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk about this fight.
All
now.
right.
All right.
All right.
This fight, Vellante seemed to be the only guy putting any pressure. Sam Alvey definitely hit some power shots, but that's all he was throwing was 2 punches and then not throwing for 45 seconds and then 2 punches, 45 seconds, 2 punches.
It was a weird fight.
This was a terrible decision.
I don't think it was a terrible decision.
This is terrible.
Listen, here's what I'm going to tell you, bud. You're kind of new to this fucking sport. You better get used. You better get used to a close call going the other way, because there's been a number of major fucking robberies. This does not even come close.
Man, I don't like this decision.
This does not even come close to it.
It goes against everything that happened in that Thompson Woodley fight. If you want, that Thompson Till fight.
Yeah.
If
you're looking for consistency out of these judges in MMA, you're in the wrong fucking sport.
Fuck, man.
They're horrible. And and that's why Dana White always says, don't leave it in the hands of the judges, because they're fucking terrible.
Right.
Who knows what the fuck they're looking for? Right?
Nobody knows.
Most of them are boxing guys.
After comparing those two fights,
Yeah.
I have no idea what the judges are looking for.
Yeah.
I can only imagine walking into that octagon as a fighter, not having a fucking clue besides a finish how to win these judges over.
Yeah.
Besides laying on top of someone, somehow that seems to always get the same result.
Yeah.
Regardless of who's
top
doing
control.
damage.
Yeah. Top control, fence control. Those
right.
are all pretty clear. As far as the striking, yeah, I mean, it's up to anybody. I loved the way that Sam Alvey, he's a southpaw, and he was circling into Gion's power, but he was doing it on purpose. And when Gian would follow him, then he'd stutter step back to the right and land that big left.
He does have one big shot.
Yeah, man.
If he could just learn to throw like a 4-punch combination, he may be able to knock somebody out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
If he stopped throwing it too.
You know what this was, man? This was pretty sloppy striking match.
This was a rough fight.
This was pretty sloppy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Sam Alvey moving up in weight, I think it's good, right? Like, he struggled at 185, but does he not look, a little pudgy at 205? He didn't have any fucking, he didn't have any 6-pack, 4-pack, 2-pack.
Neither of these guys look like they were.
Well, I mean, Gian Volante's, he's a decorated athlete, right? Football player.
Yeah, but I still think he could go probably down a weight class if he just dieted a lot more.
Volante, maybe.
He has a lot of extra that he could just get rid of.
He'd have to stop lifting for sure. He's a big kid.
Yeah. I think
what I love about this fight is Sam Alvey calls out Corey Anderson after the fight, and right at that very same time in Corey Anderson's life, he got news that his dad's brother died, his uncle.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was too bad. I'm sure Sam
feels
feels very bad. He put out an apology about it too.
Yeah,
I mean, how do you not love
Sam's
fucking smiling Sam?
Well, it's just that, man. Like, he literally he carves the haircut in his back of his head. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, he's a bit fucking loony.
He's a bit
loony.
Even his like little ringside or octagon interview, like the way I'm like, man, like he kind of reminds me of like a weird WWE character.
Right.
Kind of.
You're going a little close there. You had your mouth on the mic there.
No,
you're fine now. But when you, we're cutting the mic. That's it. You're shut her down. But I thought it was pretty sloppy. I mean, good win for Sam. I think it was a good fight. Neither guy really has too much to be ashamed of, really.
Well, I know you got the pick right.
And then, so we're gonna get to the pick. But this fight, a lot different, especially technically, from the next fight. Arce versus Tamor. But anyway, let's get to the
next fight. Let's get to the picks. Let's talk about this next fight.
Let's get to the pick here. We'll go Sam Alvey. So Matt had Gian Volante. Oh, by decision.
The guy who should have won.
That's too bad. I had Sam Alvey by decision.
Yeah, it's double points for you.
Yeah.
But
I'll take my 2 there.
When you watched that, did you already know who won when you watched it? Or were you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I guess to me that always ruins it a bit.
Yeah.
Because I can never truly watch it.
Well, I wasn't sure how my Saturday was going to go. So the first thing I did when I woke up is check the results. I got to know.
Yeah, I know. I would
and I didn't know if I was going to watch it Sunday, Monday, today. I really didn't know. So, but
when I'm rewatching a fight, I'll try not to watch, and then during the fight, I'll be like, I can't handle it.
Yeah, I gotta know. I'll go during the fight. Yeah,
yes, I'll be watching the fight.
Yeah,
and I'll go fucking look.
Too stressed.
It's too much. Yeah, it's insane. But the reason why I don't like it is I find like if I know it ends in the 3rd round, the first 2 rounds I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah.
So if I'm watching it honestly, I don't want to really look away because I don't.
Yeah, because it can happen at any time. Right. Yeah.
Especially if it's a decision, man. I tend to really not pay attention if it's a decision.
Yeah.
Unless it's a real like high impact decision.
Yeah. Well, this next fight, Julio Arce versus Daniel Tamer.
The picks.
This was a fucking great fight.
This was. I didn't know who.
Let me change that. This was a great fight for Julio Arce.
Man, this was crazy.
Man, Daniel Tamer. A lot's been talked about him. He was undefeated until he came into the UFC. Now he's 2-0 or 0-2 in the UFC. man, he needs to start throwing combinations. He needs to start working on head movement. This guy is just throwing one big fucking bomb and that's it. I mean, he's a tough athletic
Jimmy
guy.
Smith was saying that a lot too.
Was he?
Yeah, during the commentating.
Yeah.
Speaking of, remember a few podcasts ago, I said I was pretty sure Anik was doing the ring in the Octagon interviews.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
It's him, not Jimmy.
He was then. I think they've tried Jimmy and realized Jimmy, he's not making her. Because Jimmy was doing. I got to disagree with you, man.
You don't think his commentary of during the fight, as a guy who's not really understanding what's going on, I find him really helpful about what's happening or what a guy's trying to do.
You know what I found on this night in particular? There was a lot of dead air. And Jimmy and John Anik, like there's not a lot of chemistry there. At least not yet.
Right.
Maybe it's gonna be, but this was it was pretty awkward.
Yeah.
There was a couple times where I noticed that the production team was even noticing the dead air and going, because then John Anik would say, "Okay, now we're gonna go into the corner," and then they went into the corner. I think it was the Ellenberger fight maybe. And dead silence in the corner too.
It was like 2 words said, I think, the whole time.
Yeah. So it was pretty bad. Anyway, this fight, Julio Arce, what a fucking killer. His boxing was amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget him now. Jeez.
No. And that submission, man, that was a fucking beautiful end to this fight. Julio Arce mopped the fucking floor with Tamer.
He just picked him apart and picked him apart and picked him apart until he just until Tamer couldn't take it anymore, and then it was over.
If someone had ever taught Tamer how to use a jab, he would have done okay in this fight. And that's exactly how Arce beat him, with a fucking jab. And I've been saying this, man, since the start of UFC. If guys would learn a fucking jab in the UFC, that's what I'm teaching Nick, right? Every fucking fight, jab, because you set up everything off the jab. The big power strikes, the kicks, the takedowns, everything. When you got a piece of leather in your face, in your vision, you can't tell what's coming next.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea behind the jab. It's not to bust your face up. It'll do that too, with a good strong jab. Yeah. But it's just a distraction. It's a setup, I remember watching early training. Somebody was training Brock Lesnar, and what he taught him was to jab. But when you jab Brock, he said, leave it in his face. Wash his fucking window with your glove, and then put that big right hand right behind it, and you can't see it coming.
Yeah, right? With Brock, he was just throwing fake punches just to take you down.
Yeah, exactly.
And then just fucking throw those.
Except when he hit fucking Heath Herring. Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay.
This was a great fucking fight, man. I really enjoyed this. Julio Arce, high level fucking striking.
I can't wait to see this guy fight again.
Me too.
I don't know who they're gonna put him against. It's just gonna be.
Doesn't matter. I'll watch it.
Just keep climbing him up.
Yeah. Give him a ranked guy.
Yeah.
Give him someone fucking ranked.
Top 15 or something.
Yeah, something. So here we go. I had Tamer as a second round TKO. I've never seen Julio Arce fight again or before. So I got that one wrong. You had Arce in a decision. So you get a point. I get nothing there.
That's close. That's 2 minutes shy.
Yeah.
Tamer, if you could have just held in for a couple more minutes, man. I could have got an extra point.
Yeah, maybe.
So what is it? 2-1 now?
It's 2-1 as it sits right now.
Okay.
It gets ugly.
Worse for me.
It gets worse for me, really.
Well,
after this fight. After this fight.
Yes.
This was amazing. Ben Killaby Saunders.
This is another guy that I'm not going to forget.
Yeah.
This is the guy when I see his
name. Yeah, you
now.
should have known him anyway. But
that was my bad.
He was on the Ultimate
That's my
Fighter.
bad. I take full responsibility.
Yeah. But Ben Saunders was on the Ultimate Fighter. Didn't have a great run after the Ultimate Fighter. They kept him around for a little while. But every time he stepped up in competition, he lost. And lost, badly. He went to Bellator for a little while. Was hot and cold there. Had a couple good finishes, though. I mean, Ben Saunders' highlight reel is amazing. Because it's all knees and elbows.
Man, his Muay Thai is fucking
it's amazing.
Gross.
Yeah, it's amazing.
His clinch, it's like Ellenberger couldn't even get away, man. It was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
He's got a very tight Thai plum. I mean, Ellenberger's no fucking slouch, obviously. But that knee, oh my God.
Just put him right down.
To the liver.
Just thinking about it right now.
Man, I've said it 100 times. I would rather be hit in the head with a baseball bat than fucking kicked or punched in the liver. And this was a fucking educated knee right on the fucking button. And you know what the thing is, when it comes to body shots, if you get punched in the head and you get rocked, you might be able to survive that. But when you get hit with a liver shot like that, it literally shuts your body down. You can't get up even if you want to. I remember when Bernard Hopkins fought Oscar De La Hoya back in the day. He dropped him with a left hook to the liver. Same spot with a left hook. And dropped De La Hoya. De La Hoya tried to get up, and his body would not. And he was so mad, he fucking was pounding his fist on the ground, but he could not get up. But it's so debilitating. It shuts you. You get hit in the liver like that, it shuts your whole fucking body down. Jesus. And there's not a damn thing. Jake Ellenberger just gave up. If he took that,
he just covered his face and put his hand out.
Yeah, he knew he was done. There was nothing he could do. Luckily, the ref recognized it too. But I mean, Jake Ellenberger, he could have taken 5 of those knees to the face, but 1 to the body.
Speaking of,
he's a tough dude, man. You're not going to see Ellenberger quit for any fucking reason. But a body shot, no can defend. Yeah, that collapsed. That's it.
Though. That was the crazy thing with Ben Saunders that blew my mind, was even when they were in the clinch and Ellenberger was getting kind of the side of the shoulder of Saunders would come up the side with those crazy fucking knees and still get a good clip of Ellenberger. Yeah. You would see Ellenberger move his head afterwards like, shit, I don't want to hit with that again.
Yeah.
It's like no matter where they were, the knees were going to smack up.
Yeah, well, insane. Saunders has crazy flexibility because he's been training with Eddie Bravo.
Right, 10th Planet.
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu system.
He gave him a big shout out too.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Octagon.
Yeah, absolutely. Super impressive victory by Killer B. I can't wait to see who they put him up against next at 170. That's a fucking interesting division, man. I mean, Saunders, I don't even know if he's ranked.
I don't think
this may get him ranked. This should get him in the top 15.
I think this will. I don't know if it might get him ranked. It'll at least get him.
It should get him in the top 15.
It'll at least get him then his next fight will be in that top ranked tier for sure.
Let's hope so, man. I love Ben Saunders. He's one of the nicest guys. Like I talk to you about the underground all the time, the MMA underground. Killer B's on there all the fucking time. If he goes out and loses, he'll go on there. Sorry, guys. I haven't been on the underground since this card. I'm sure he's been on there. Thanks for everything.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's a cool.
That's pretty cool. Just a
cool community.
Someone to interact with. Right?
Yeah, man. And Ben's always been cool with the fans that way. He's always been one of my favorites. He was my favorite on that season. I love Ben. This is a big win for him. Geez, let's see who we picked.
Yeah, we can skip this one.
Matt picked Ellenberger by second round sub.
Yeah.
Actually. Or second round TKO. You're going to get a half point either way.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you get no points. I picked a second round sub. I only get 1 point out of that.
At least you got the wrong finish. That helps me a bit here.
Yeah, it does.
So it's 3-1 you.
It's 3-1 me right now.
Jesus.
But it's about to get ugly for me.
This is where I come in hot.
This fight, this next fight surprised me. The fight after that, I picked with my heart. The fight after that, I picked with my head, but I picked wrong. So here we go. Walt Harris versus Daniel Spitz. Couple big fucking dudes, man. Big dudes. Unfortunately for Daniel Spitz, he caught a kick early on.
Yes.
Broke his arm.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man. He was unable to use that right. Although in the third round, or not the third round, because he got stopped in the second. Mm-hmm. In the second, right before he got knocked out, he started throwing that right hand. Didn't land it, but he threw it a couple times. I was surprised, man, because I could tell as soon as he blocked that kick, he went back, to his corner, shaking his arm out.
Yeah.
And but he didn't even say anything to the corner about it. But you could tell when he came back out, he wasn't using that at all.
Right.
He wasn't even moving it. And then early on in that second round, he took another kick and had to block it with the same arm.
Yeah.
He got fucked up, man.
That looked like
I'd like to see.
Too.
I think Danny Spitz will come back and do well in the UFC, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's got the frame. But you know what? Here's something else that bothered me about Daniel Spitz. He's got this fucking size, the same as Stefan Struve. I get so mad as a short guy. I get so fucking mad. As a short guy who knows, understands range, seeing guys like Stefan Struve and Daniel Spitz never use their fucking jab. Never use their jab. Never use the front kick.
One at all.
Don't do any of that fucking shit. It's like, man, this guy can't even get near you if you know how to fucking jab. Walt Harris, fucking, man, he's a tough motherfucker.
He seems to have some real good cardio. Guy.
You know what I thought was very interesting? So Walt Harris is kind of a really stocky, athletic black guy.
Yeah.
Right? Daniel Spitz is a really tall white guy. So they were talking about their backgrounds in athletics. And Daniel Spitz's background is football. So the tall white guy is football. The short, stocky black guy was basketball. I thought that was a little... that was a little funny.
I guess.
That was a little weird. Thought it maybe should have been the other way around. Because if
Football's
anything,
a Southern sport, though.
yeah, but if Walt Harris looks like anything, he looks like a football player.
He looks like a lineman.
Not a basketball
Yeah.
player.
He looks like a lineman.
Yeah. He knocked out a fucking basketball
Yeah.
player. That's what it looked like in there.
Yeah, he might have been. He probably. Yeah, I'm assuming he put on a lot of weight since
Yeah.
his basketball career.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how. Even as a big man, that's too big.
That's too much
basketball.
muscle for
Yeah.
basketball. Yeah. Great knockout, man. Very good performance by Walt Harris. Too bad for Daniel that Walt Harris broke his fucking arms. You know, a lot of people will say they'll watch a fight and they'll go, oh, he's just punching his arms or he's just kicking his arms or whatever. That shit is on purpose. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You'll see a guy like Mayweather. In the first 5 or 6 rounds of a fight, he will punch your arms on purpose. Because what that does is it beats the fuck out of your arms and your guard comes right down to your waist.
Right.
Right? Elbows down to your waist now. Because your arms are fucking beat all to shit. Now your head's wide open. That shit's on purpose. This kick that he throws, Walt Harris doesn't care if you block it.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
He's throwing a fucking...
And some of those blocks didn't even seem like they were doing much help. Like,
Yeah.
It was just punching himself in the fucking face.
I mean, in martial arts, when you're first taught to block a head kick, you're taught to make a frame with both arms.
Okay.
Right? And turn into it and meet the kick with
So
both
you
arms.
can actually stop it.
Yeah. You're stopping. I mean, the size of the fucking legs on Walt Harris.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You stop
It's
that with
stopping
your one scrawny little
it's like
fucking arm.
Stopping a fucking baseball 2x4 with your forearm.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, sure.
And that's exactly what happened.
Sure, yeah, your head won't get as much hurt.
Sure.
But it's going to get hurt and your arm's really going to get fucked up.
Yeah, big time. And that's exactly what happened. Very interesting, man. I love it when shit like that happens. So,
The picks.
I had Spitz.
Yes, you did.
First round KO.
I picked the wrong round. Fuck.
You picked Harris first round KO, but you still get 2 points.
2 points. So
Still get 2 points.
3-3. Isn't
It
it?
is one. I got
it
3. You got 3. 3-3 right now.
Going into Gregor.
Yeah.
And I know what happened. Oh, man, this is about to be a fucking...
Man,
Here we go.
listen, I hated to pick this fight.
Yeah, I remember...
I'm a huge fan of Gregor
even when you
Gillespie.
picked this, you were like, fuck. I remember you said, if this was a real pick,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be picking this. He's
Yeah.
like, if this wasn't a fucking dollar pick.
Yeah.
So...
If it was real money, there's no
Right.
way I'm taking Pichel on
Yeah, if we're
that.
throwing $100 in this fight,
Yeah.
you're not picking Pichel.
Yeah, definitely not, man.
And for good reason.
Yeah, but I love Vince Pichel. But man, he's just outgunned. This Gregor Gillespie is more than likely going to be a fucking champion, man.
Maybe,
His
man.
wrestling is so strong. His striking looked fucking
And
fantastic.
relentless.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure. Like he didn't let Vince fucking breathe for a second. And Jimmy talked about this too, running the takedowns in 3s. He would have run the takedowns in 5s if that's what it took.
Right,
He
yeah.
just a bulldog, man. Just go until this man's fucking down.
Yeah.
And he just, Vince was forced to wear him like a fucking blanket the entire fight. And when he got that arm triangle, man, it was over. Gillespie's a finisher. That's what I love about him. He's a wrestler, but he's not a boring wrestler. He's a very exciting wrestler. He never sits in guard. The amount of fucking guard passes he pulled off on Vince Pichel. And Pichel's a good fucking jiu-jitsu guy. But I love it that Gregor's not going to sit in your fucking guard. He's going to pass that guard. He's always going to...
He never stopped, man.
Never.
There was no
fucking-
chance of that fight being stood up because
No.
he didn't stop.
No, never stopped.
It was crazy to see.
Yeah.
I
special athlete.
immediately wanted to see him and Khabib.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yeah. Now that is fucking interesting. He's not ready for that level.
not
yet.
ready.
Not yet.
He's not ready,
But he's gonna be in a
immediately,
year
as soon
from
as
now.
I saw him, I was like, if Khabib can stay where he is and he gets up to that level,
Yeah.
fuck, man, those guys meet. It's gonna
Well,
be-
that fight is easily decided by whoever gets the first takedown, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
I don't
guess,
think
yeah.
Gillespie's going to do good on his back, and I don't think Khabib's going to do
I think
good on his back
Khabib is
either.
just
you know?
stronger.
Yeah,
Khabib's a fucking bear.
maybe, man. Fucking Gregor looked huge in this fucking fight. Gillespie looked fucking giant in this fight.
He looked kind of lanky, but Khabib to me looks like fucking just strong. Looked like he could just pick up this whole fucking room.
Go back and look at the fucking legs on Gregor Gillespie.
I guess, yeah.
Man, his legs are fucking ridiculous. Man, this was super impressive from a, what were they called? Blue chip prospect.
Oh, right. Here's your thing.
But he really is.
I heard
right now
that
you see
somewhere
why.
else. I heard that during another fucking podcast or an analyst. I heard someone say that somewhere else.
Blue chip?
Yeah, blue chip
Nice.
prospect.
Yeah, he really is.
And I went, I don't know if it was about him or if it was about someone else, but as soon as I heard that, I went, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by it now.
Fucking blue chips.
Here we go.
So you had Gillespie. obviously. First round TKO. You don't get any points for that.
Fuck, it's just one.
You get 1 point.
Took the lead.
You took the lead by 1. You're going to keep it.
Fucking right I am.
But yeah. So here's the thing about this main event. You know, I remember you, before we started up this podcast, you're like, I can't wait to talk about this main event and how you're going to spin your pick and everything. But here's the truth, man. I don't have to spin nothing. Jimmy was unbeaten in 21 fucking fights. There's nothing. There's nothing to spin. I mean, he looked
and he was dominant in those fights.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at those records, I was looking at who they were beating coming in.
Right.
Uriah Faber, sure, that's a win.
It's a big win.
But that's Uriah Faber on his way out.
Yeah, but it's still a big win.
Where Marlon just beat what's his name? Fucking Sterling. Aljamain. What's his name? Aljamain? Aljamain?
You're gonna fucking compare Uriah Faber.
No.
To Aljo Sterling. And I'm a big Aljo fan.
Exactly. But you're talking about a guy coming, another up and comer versus a guy who's just getting ready to retire.
Yeah.
He did retire after that fucking he fought someone just to get a win at home. And then retire.
Yeah.
But that's different. You're fighting against different guys in different areas in their career.
Yeah.
And I just thought I didn't know it was going to happen in 33 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
But I don't think
that was an amazing fucking head kick.
That?
Yeah.
That was a crazy head kick.
Yeah. That was fucking beautiful.
What was your mindset as soon as you saw it?
Well, I read about it first.
Okay.
I knew he head kick KO'd him early. So going in, I knew what I was looking at. But it still fucking surprised me. It still surprised me. It was such a beautiful kick. The reason that he beat Jimmy is the speed of that switch.
Right.
So he's an orthodox fighter. So he fights with his left leg forward, Marlon Moraes.
Mm-hmm.
But he knocked him out with the left kick. But for that to happen, he had to switch to a southpaw stance for just a split second. And I mean, it was almost imperceptible,
Yeah, you don't even
in
see it.
slow motion,
know.
that you could hardly fucking see it. Jimmy didn't see it fucking coming, man.
No.
That switch happened so fast, the leg went up, fucking game over. And Jimmy reacted. He saw the kick coming, but he reacted. He thought it was going to be low. He lowered his hands. He lowered his frame a little bit. He lowered right into it.
Right into more pressure,
into
right?
it. Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful timing by Marlon Moraes. It was beautiful.
Man, what a beauty.
Yeah. it was a fucking tremendous kick.
What do
the technique? I always get fucking, my dick gets hard on technique. You know what I mean? That switch kick, I started breaking it down, rewound it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful.
It was
because he was pecking away at him a little bit with that left leg, with an inside and outside leg kick, right?
Just setting
but
it up.
without the switch. And then he goes to the head, hits that quick switch, fucking game over.
And then it was lights out, like immediate lights
Yeah.
out. Like,
So here's the thing, though. Here's the controversy, all right? And it's not in the fight; it's in the picks. I picked Rivera. No.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
So you pick. What I have on paper is Moraes, and
Yeah.
it just says round TKO.
Oh, it wasn't round one.
It was not round one.
No.
Are you sure?
It was round 3.
Okay, because I was going to give you the benefit of the
No,
doubt.
no, I
And then I
remember.
was going to go back and listen to Scrapcast episode 9.
No, I picked round 3.
All right, so you do get a point though. Yeah,
2 points. I get the knockout too.
Oh, you get the TKO as well. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you get 2 points. So
Whoa, here
yeah,
we go.
you
We're
whipped
back in the lead, baby.
Yeah, you whipped my ass. I owe you $3.
You're fucking right, you do.
Yeah.
And I came in -1, I think.
This time next week, bud.
Oh, but this is going to be even
This
easier.
time-
I'm mopping the floor with you this week.
Are you now?
Because I actually know most of these fighters.
Right.
Most of the time, these fight night picks, I know like 3 guys, besides the headline,
Yeah.
sometimes the co-main event.
Right.
I'll know those, but when you get to like the first fight on the card, a lot of times I'm like, who the fuck are these guys?
Dude, these days, a lot of times, I'm like, who are these fucking guys? It's like the comedy scene around here. Who are all these fucking new
guess.
people? You know what I mean? Because I haven't been watching a lot of prelims and shit, I'll tell you what I have been watching, Matt, and I would urge you to watch it too. I've been watching this new season of The Ultimate Fighter.
I'm watching it.
Are you watching it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So starting next week, maybe we'll start talking about this Ultimate
Did you
Fighter.
just see the one where Buddy got the leg cramps?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's the most recent.
So unfortunately on Fight Pass, the newest ones, episode 5 and 6, are blacked out.
Oh, okay.
They're blacked out. So I watched the first 4, I think. At least first 3. Great fights. Just great fucking show.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of shit, The Ultimate Fighter does, from the hardcores. and I am a hardcore fan. Doesn't take any shit from me, man. I love that show. Next season is the end.
It's the end.
That's the end.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad for me, man.
And is it even going to be a big season? I don't think the coaches. I'm trying to even think of the coaches.
Well, it is going to be a big season because it's heavyweights. Yeah,
they need a heavyweight.
Yeah, they really do. Right. Yeah, it's heavyweight men, and I think it's strawweight women. It's a mix. Jesus. Yeah, I think it's a mix. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, man. I love The Ultimate Fighter. I haven't seen all of the seasons. I think I've probably missed, I'm going to say 4 seasons.
Yeah, I missed more.
Out of 27.
Seen, for
yeah.
Sure.
But it's what grew the fucking sport so big.
Yeah,
in
I used to watch The
6,
Ultimate
7.
Fighter before I watched the UFC.
Right.
I watched The Ultimate Fighter
As a reality show.
and not watch the UFC.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people did that.
Yeah, and they'd be like, I would never know who won because it always goes to like the
live event.
And I never watched it.
Yeah.
So I just fucking never cared. I just liked the drama in the house and all that
Sure.
shit. Well, I was young too. I was like fucking 13 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's Spike TV and all that shit. So
Fuck, you're young and I hate you for it.
and that's why you owe me $3 fucking dollars.
$3. But I can tell you this much right now.
Here we go.
Coming into this card.
Oh, it's
okay.
good.
Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I ain't fucking around. I ain't picking with my heart. I'm going to tell you who's going to win the fight.
You're going in hard now.
I ain't picking no Vince.
Let's go right into this
There's not
fight.
going to be any Vince Pichells on this fucking card, bud. Tell you that
fucking
right
right.
now. This is a stacked fucking card.
Do you want to pick the Overeem fight too, even though it's not on the pay-per-view?
Absolutely. I think we should go through this undercard a little bit and
Ricardo Lamas.
talk about it a little bit. I mean, this is such a deep card.
Rashad Evans is on this.
The card's right in fucking front of you on paper. Bro.
Yeah, I like seeing the pictures.
Yeah,
but.
do ya?
Okay, never mind. We're going through this fucking card. You're right.
So
Joseph Benavidez.
I mean, we
Sergio
can go
Pettis.
right. We can go right to the Fight Pass, man. I mean, we got Joe Benavidez, former title contender, and it wasn't even that long ago. He's coming off a long layoff versus Sergio Pettis. This is a fucking huge fight at 125.
Yeah.
It's a
this
huge
is-
fight. It's on the fucking Fight Pass prelims.
This is on Fight Pass.
Rashad Evans is on the Fight Pass prelims. Former UFC light heavyweight fucking champion, winner of Ultimate Fighter #2 heavyweights.
Crickets. Rashad Evans is nobody anymore. Okay, he's done. He just goes. He's going to get whoever this. Actually, he probably might. Maybe they're setting him up to get a win here.
I don't think so.
But
Anthony Smith is a fucking killer.
But Rashad Evans, he just get. I don't know why he's still trying to fight, man. He's just getting fucking knocked out. You got a great desk job. Well, maybe not for 2019, but you got a desk job. Just fucking be an analyst, bud. Stop getting KO'd.
Yeah. Listen,
All he does is get KO'd now.
you can't tell a fighter to walk away from the fights, man.
Fucking telling you.
You don't understand what it is, right?
I know.
So when you're fighting and you have a fight signed, right? Everyone wants to talk to you. All the media wants to talk to you. The UFC sends fucking videographers over, right? You're all on the fucking news. You're all over the
But
fucking
do you think that's happening?
forums,
Him
and
on
then
the fucking on the Fight Pass. He's not getting any of that now.
you don't think he's getting any interviews?
Maybe fucking some local
He's
shit.
absolutely getting interviews. He's not going to be on the fucking countdown show. Let's
No,
not get crazy.
it's not gonna be-
But he's still getting press. But more importantly, Saturday night, he's going to make a walk, and the fans are going to go fucking crazy, and
That's
everyone's
true,
going to be
yeah.
talking.
And I'm gonna be
about-
excited to watch him
at
fight.
that time in the world. No one's going to be talking about anything else but Rashad Evans. That is a very even if he gets knocked out Saturday night, that's a hard thing to walk away from, man. That's a hard juice to fucking give up.
BJ Penn's
You
going
know what I
through
mean?
that too.
You know what it's like in stand up, right? You know what it's like when you come off stage,
Yeah.
right? How you feel,
Right.
Multiply that by 10 million, right? And that's fighting. You
I
know what
guess,
I mean?
yeah.
It's a hard thing to walk away from. Luckily, in comedy, you can do it, right, forever.
Right, you're not going to get brain. You're not going to
Unfortunately,
get CTE
sports, it's
from
a
comedy.
fucking short shelf life, particularly combat sports.
Fuck. All right. So where do you want to start? You want to start from the Joseph Benavidez? Or
No, I don't think we get into Jesus Christ. Clay Guida's on these fucking.
I know.
Oh, and he's fighting Cowboy. That's right. This is a
he's-
late replacement.
Cowboy, but he just fought. Fuck.
Guida was in tough against somebody. I can't remember who Oliveira's filling in
He's a
for.
big wrestler, right?
Who?
Guida.
Guida's
He's, if I remember, he like takes people down a lot, right?
man. He's fucking beat a lot of top names. He's not a very exciting fighter to watch.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Always been a Guida fan though. He's a good guy. I can't believe the names that are on this Fight Pass.
We can
prelims.
pick that.
It's fucking crazy. I don't think we do. I mean, where do we fucking end? You know what
I think
mean?
there because I have no idea who Mike Santiago or Dan Ige is.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know if it's Ig or Iggy. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck he is. Anyway,
Where do you want to start? You say, Mark.
You mean
We're in
do
your
you mean
home.
as far as talking about it or as far as picking it?
Picking it.
Oh shit. Well, I think I would like to pick these 3 fights that are on the Fight Pass prelims. But before I do, I want you to bring up Anthony Smith. I want to see his record.
You'd like
I feel like he's beaten a top guy before.
Anthony. Who the fuck is Anthony?
Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith.
Oh, up here. You want to go way up here?
Yeah. Let me see a picture of him, because if he's the same guy I'm thinking about, it's going to be a tough night for Rashad Evans. Oh, it's going to be a tough night. So let's have a look at his.
Let's go. So he is coming off a loss to Thiago Santos,
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
but he beat Hector Lombard, beat Andrew Sanchez.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's all.
And how was he beat by Santos?
Let's see if I can.
Knockout.
It doesn't, of course, UFC doesn't just have it right there, right?
Yeah.
I gotta go in.
Yeah, you gotta go into it.
Looks like a decision.
All right.
Oh wait, no. Let's go.
It should have said rating his fight record.
TK. It didn't.
TKO. He
Yeah,
got knocked
I
the
had
fuck
to go.
out.
I had to go into the fucking that fight card and scroll down to his fight.
He got knocked the fuck out. I may be picking that
It
one
was
with
round.
my heart.
It was round 2. He he got KO'd.
All right. So let's start at. Do you want to pick this Clay Guida versus Cowboy Oliveira?
Kinda.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then you pick it. Give it to
I'm
me.
picking Cowboy.
You're
TKO.
picking Cowboy.
First round.
Okay. Cowboy. TKO. First?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take Guida decision.
You are
That one's easy. That one is easy. All right.
easy. Fucking hell.
that's-
This is the first round
that's
KO.
easy. That's
oh,
easy.
I'm gonna. Are you? You should come watch the fights at my place.
I may. I don't know what's going on this weekend
Oh
yet.
my god.
We'll wait and see.
Sure. In that book, you have, is
I
your
also
book
don't
of
like people,
excuses?
and you've got other people.
There's like
coming
2
over.
people.
Yeah, I don't like people. That's 2 things I don't like.
Okay. We'll talk after. I'll give you some therapy off the mic.
Yeah, Clay Guida has played spoiler to a lot of guys like Cowboy. Cowboy's a legit fucking threat in that weight class.
Yeah, I just love him, man.
Guida is.
I don't know why, man. I've always
Guida is
loved Cowboy.
Guida's not a threat to the title, but Guida is a threat to the title challengers. And I think he's going to spoil the party here for Cowboy.
And if he is going to win, you're right. He's just going to smother him.
Oh, he's going to smother him.
right.
Or he's just going to stay away from him. And also, Cowboy's taking this on short notice.
Yeah, I know.
So, good luck to you. So, Joe Ben versus Sergio Pettis. Now, this one is closer than it may appear on paper. Sergio Pettis, tough fucking dude.
I'll see. You pick first on this one.
All right.
What
Well,
do you think?
I'm taking Benavidez. I don't like it that he's had a long layoff, but what I do like is that he's very pissed off about being on the Fight Pass prelims. So I'm going to take Benavidez by
They still don't have the odds.
second round stoppage. I just don't know if I want TKO or sub. Sergio Pettis. I'm going to go TKO. Second round.
And who'd you pick?
Benavidez.
That's who I'm picking.
That's fine.
That's who I'm picking.
You're allowed to.
And you picked what? Second round
I picked second round TKO.
TKO.
Yep.
I'm going to pick first round sub.
First sub. I'd like to think that Sergio's going to survive that first round. I'm going to let you pick here. So we got Anthony Smith versus Rashad Evans, surging.
How could I pick Rashad
surging
after I just
Rashad
fucking
Evans?
dogged on
So you're
him?
taking Smith?
I don't know.
You have to take Smith now.
After looking at Smith's record,
Yeah.
like after
He's a tough kid, though.
yeah, but he's 28-13. Mm-hmm. That's rough. And he's coming off of fucking getting put to sleep, but Rashad Evans is coming off a lot getting put to sleep.
Yeah. It's a tough
I'm
call.
going Anthony Smith.
None of these guys are fighting for the title.
I'm
in
going Anthony
2019.
Smith, first round KO. This is going to be a fucking highlight reel.
Oh, I love it. You know what? I'll take fucking Rashad of the same thing. Same deal. First round KO.
like it.
Why the fuck not? All right. I don't know if do we want to pick
I
all
don't think
these?
Evans has a chin left. I think as soon as he gets touched, he goes to sleep.
It's very possible.
And he's going to get touched.
It's very possible. I've always been a huge Rashad fan. See, when he was on The Ultimate Fighter, the coaches that season were Rich Franklin and Matt Hughes. And I've always hated Matt Hughes. I've always fucking hated Matt Hughes. And
So you probably just fucking loved it when you got hit by that train, eh?
Matt Hughes might be a bit of a racist and fucking...
Oh,
might be.
really?
Might be.
Jesus.
He just...
That's a bold claim.
I don't think he's a
That's
racist,
word.
but I think he leans that way a little bit.
You think?
I do. I do think that because he was very rough on Rashad He treated him like shit. But what happened on this season. So on Matt's team was a guy named Mike Whitehead. And Mike Whitehead trained with Matt Hughes for years. They were good friends, right? So, of course, Matt picked him first as his first heavyweight and picked him to win the whole tournament. He actually said on camera, I know Mike's going to win this whole tournament. I train with him every day. There's not a man in this house that can beat him. So, Matt's first pick, he picks Mike Whitehead versus Rashad Evans. And he'd been into it with Rashad Evans verbally a couple times, Matt Hughes, right?
Yeah.
And Rashad mops the fucking floor with Mike Whitehead.
Perfect.
And Matt Hughes is such a piece of fucking shit. He was screaming at Mike Whitehead, if you don't do something, don't bother coming to the gym tomorrow.
What?
Like, you win or you're out of the family.
Holy shit.
Like, he was being a fucking asshole
That's insane.
to his own teammate. And Rashad called him out for it after the fight, too. It was fucking beautiful.
That's insane.
Rashad goes on to win the entire season.
Right. Becoming fucking champ.
It was beautiful, man. Rashad won my heart just for being.
I like Rashad.
Just for
It's
being
just-
against
it's over
Matt
for
Hughes.
him,
You know.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you hate
No,
him.
I absolutely agree, man. And Rashad got real fucking hot after he won that show. He dropped down to light heavyweight, knocked out Chuck Liddell, took the fucking belt from Forrest Griffin. You know.
Did he ever knock out Chuck Liddell?
Yeah, big time.
Jesus.
I think everyone at the time thought Chuck was dead. I mean, that was the biggest overhand right maybe ever in the UFC.
Every time
it was
you
fucking
that's
ridiculous.
on every time that you see a UFC fucking highlight reel,
Yeah,
it's
you see
always
that.
in there.
Oh yeah, and you see fucking Chuck make a speedy exit down to the fucking mat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm not going to pick this Rashad Coulter, Chris De La Rocha. I do like this Mirsad Bektek Lamas fight.
Yeah. We'll skip those.
What else do we got here? Let's get, you know what? Let's get right to the. Let's talk about Carla Esparza and Claudia Gadelha.
Okay, I like this.
Yeah.
I want to pick this fight.
You want to pick it first?
Yeah.
Well, you pick it first, or do you want me to?
No, I'll pick this fight first.
All right, you go ahead. I'm just going to write my pick down here.
I'm taking Claudia.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm taking her second round. Oh, fuck no, I think it's gonna be another first round finish. Yeah, this is gonna be a fast card, I think.
What do you like?
I'm gonna go first round sub. No, second round sub. Second round sub.
Second round sub. Two sub. I'm taking Claudia by decision. I don't think she's going to get the Cookie Monster out of there. Carla's a tough fucking girl.
She is, yeah.
Very possible. If it does end, I do like your pick for a submission because it's possible that Carla could have her on her back quite a bit, and she might, be able to find a way to submit her. I like to think that she's going to defend all the takedowns, light her up on the feet, and I like Gadelha to win either way, and she's one of my personal favorites.
I like her a lot. Yeah. I kind of was.
She's so cute.
I was rooting for her against Joanna.
Yeah, me too. I love Claudia. She's one of my favorites.
I remember that season of Ultimate Fighter when they were the coaches.
Yeah.
Shelby was just kind of always around when I was watching it, and she fucking to this day she hates Joanna.
Oh, really?
Because of that show.
Yeah.
Hates her.
Yeah.
Every time she sees her, she's like, "Who's she fighting? I want her to win."
So she loves Rose.
So she
then.
loves
Yeah.
and Rose is such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Right? That
Absolutely.
Shelby just fucking loves Rose. So usually if it's like that's how I usually can get Shelby into the fights a bit. If it's a good female contest, I'll be like, you like this girl, remember?
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh,
come watch the fights with me."
Exactly.
Yeah.
She watches a bit.
Yeah.
The best was the first night she ever watched them with me. She was acting all like, "Oh fuck, I gotta watch these stupid fights."
Yeah.
And then I got up to do something, and I was kind of standing in front of her, and I was talking to my buddy that was there, and she just goes, "Move."
Get the fuck out of
and
the
I
way.
was like, "You like this?"
Yeah.
So yeah, she likes it a bit.
That's awesome. You can if you can get the girl you love into any fucking sport,
Absolutely.
it's a good fucking deal. All right, so we got Alistair Overeem versus Curtis Blades. This is a tough one, man.
I know. I think I don't know if I watched Curtis Blades fight, but I know the name. What's his last fight?
He just fought. He just beat that
big fuck.
Mark
Hunt, right.
Yeah, he just beat Mark Hunt.
Yeah, and I think he knocked him
And
the fuck
he
out, didn't he?
And he took what's his name to a decision.
Oh no,
too.
this was a decision.
He took Ngannou to a decision as well. Curtis Blades.
Was this stopped? It says decision, but it says 4 seconds and like 4 seconds left in the third round.
Mark Hunt? I can't remember. I don't think he stopped Hunt.
No,
I don't think
it says
he-
decision.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, but he dominated Mark Hunt. That's for fucking sure.
So he's got some cardio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got cardio for days, man. He's a great wrestler, which is Alistair Overeem's kryptonite. So, but nonetheless, I think Alistair Overeem's just got too much experience.
Man, yeah, he's fought like 100 fucking times.
Yeah, I think Curtis Blades gonna eat a lot of kicks in the fucking stomach. I like Overeem, but I don't think he's gonna put Curtis Blades away. I think this is gonna be a very close fight. I think Alistair's gonna spend a lot of time on his back. I think he's gonna escape that position a few times, light him up on the feet. I think Alistair's gonna do enough to get a decision. So that's my pick. Overeem decision.
Okay.
But, I mean, this could just as easily be Curtis Blades, take him down, lay on top of him, and beat him the fuck up for 3 rounds, too.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a Blades decision.
Very possible.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking.
All right. So there you go. Blades decision. Overeem decision.
It took me to get to the heavyweight fight for me to go to a decision.
Go to a decision. Yeah, everything else is, it's over. First round, second round.
I'm all
right, now we're into the fucking main card.
Oh, here we go. Now we're into the real fighters.
The real fighters. CM Punk.
Fuck Rashad Evans and Ricardo Lamas and Rashad Coulter and fucking Joseph Benavidez and Sergio Pettis and Cowboy Oliveira.
Sure.
Fuck all those guys.
Guida.
Let's get to the real fighters. The 2 fighters that are 0-1 in their professional MMA records.
Now listen.
CM Punk versus Mike fucking Jackson.
First of all,
what is this, Thriller?
They both have great names. Let's be honest.
Sakes,
and
man.
I think it is going to be a thriller. I think this is. I don't know why it pisses you off so much.
I get why it makes sense. I get it, but it's allowed to piss me off.
Dude, we're selling entertainment here.
I guess.
And here's the thing: when this fight goes down, you're going to be chomping at the fucking bit to see
I can't
what
wait.
happens. That's what I'm saying.
I can't wait.
That's what I'm saying.
I may be more excited.
It's a slight
than the title fight.
It is a slight. It's a little bit of a slight to the sport of MMA, but it's a big lean into the entertainment of the UFC.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
I'm with you. Just taking it. I figured it'd be the other way around.
You get to pick first on this one, by the way.
Oh, I do.
I don't even want to pick this one.
I
know. I don't even want to pick this one. I'm so glad you're going first on this one.
I know.
Not really
I
interested.
should have done when I was a kid, you were a kid in school and you had to read along. I would fucking count the paragraphs.
I can't read.
Oh fuck. Well, to the not the I don't even know what to say to that. You're a smart guy. You can
stumped you.
But I would always read ahead and figure out my paragraph, right?
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't stutter and spit trying to get it out.
Fucking cheater.
Fucking right.
You're a fucking cheater.
So I should have done that going through these picks, and I should have worked it all out. So when I got to
this is how I owe you $3. You've been fucking cheating.
I'm always thinking ahead.
You're not doing your homework. You're fucking cheating.
Here
Jesus
we go.
Christ, you're an unsavory character.
I am taking.
Give it to me.
Man, okay, I'm having a really tough time with this.
Are you?
And I got to explain this a little bit, maybe. Here's my dilemma. I think Mike Jackson has been training a lot longer.
Sure.
Right? So
Yes.
experience, he's going to have more experience just in training.
Yeah.
But CM Punk is training with fucking Duke Rufus and some high level
Legit guys.
The legit guys. That's who that's where Woodley trains and shit, right? So he's in with some monsters every day. So even though he's gotten a lot less training time, he has a lot more money that he can pay for the best.
Yeah.
And
well, not only that, so
best.
he's getting focused training too. Like he's got the money. Like Mike Jackson, whatever gym he's at, they're spending maybe 2 hours a week on Michael Jackson.
Yes, and that's where my dilemma is.
Yeah.
Now they're giving him some attention because he has a fight coming up.
Right.
But he's not even getting the best guys from that. I don't even know where he trains.
Yeah.
Do you know where he trains?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go CM Punk.
Are you?
Fuck me.
Are you?
I'm gonna go CM Punk. Second round submission. Rear naked choke.
I love this. I love this. I don't think.
Let me just try to explain a little bit.
I don't think CM Punk is going to be subbing anybody. I love your pick.
But that's the easiest submission. I could do a rear naked choke.
Right.
Right? I just think.
Yeah, you couldn't do a rear naked choke on a trained fighter.
No, but he's trained too. CM Punk's been training.
Absolutely.
Right? I think I could against a guy as equal as me.
Right.
And I think those guys are as fucking equal as it comes.
Sure.
Right? And I just think CM Punk's training with better guys, I guess. I have no idea. What the fuck do you do here?
Well, I'll tell you what I do. Here's one thing you can always say about CM Punk. He's got good cardio. I think he's going to outlast Mike Jackson. I think this moment, okay? The only reason I'm picking CM Punk, I don't think he's very skilled.
The lights aren't going to bother him at all.
The lights aren't going to bother CM Punk. He's been there before. He's been the big deal before. He's been the main event at WrestleMania
For a long
before.
time, he was the big deal.
Exactly. Mike Jackson, this is his first crack.
Yeah.
It's the first time under the big hot lights, first time on a pay-per-view. I mean, this is a big fucking deal, and it's going to swallow him up. Even if he comes through it, it's gonna attack his cardio. People miss this, that those bright lights of the UFC, they raise your adrenaline up so much.
Sure.
And that adrenaline spike sucks the cardio right out. He's going to be tired just getting to the fucking cage. And CM Punk is going to outlast him. He's going to win by decision. That's my pick.
Yeah. I think it's a better choice.
I think it's going to be a bit sloppy, a bit goofy. I think it's going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be fucking
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love this fight.
It's going to be like watching a local fight around here.
I mean, the only reason, obviously, that it's on the pay-per-view is because of CM Punk's name. He's going to draw a lot of pay-per-view numbers. You got to put him on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not fair to the other fighters. Hey, life ain't fucking fair. Get used to it, right? Is your life fair, Matt?
No.
Has life ever been fair to you?
No, life's
Never.
not fair, buddy.
It's not
If
fucking
you didn't have
fair.
bad luck, I had no luck at all.
It's not
Right?
fair, and the almighty dollar speaks always.
And there's and fucking, you got to remember too, WME spent a lot of money on
A lot of money. They got to get it back.
They got to get this money.
They got to get it back.
So,
they're
and they got
getting a
investors.
lot of it back from ESPN, which is great news.
That is great. They need Conor back.
Yeah, I think CM Punk, I think his experience in big moments is going to make the difference here. Michael Jackson is more than likely a better fighter.
Yeah,
I think
the
he's
reason
a
why I
better
said
fighter.
rear naked choke is I figured by the second round he might try a takedown just to, I don't know, because he's CM Punk.
Yeah.
And Michael Johnson is so new to this, just like fucking CM Punk, that he's just going to give him
Michael Johnson is a
or
very
Mike Jackson,
seasoned
sorry,
fighter.
Mike Jackson. Yeah, Michael Johnson would kill CM Punk.
Yeah, he killed them both at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's two weight
I
classes
think
down.
Mike Jackson, is just gonna give him his back because he's just gonna
Look for a way out.
Try to get
Yeah,
up.
it's
and
very
then,
possible.
And then he's just gonna, here's a rear naked choke that I can do.
Yeah, he might look for a way out, right? He might get tired enough that he's looking for a way out. That's very possible too. I see it going the distance. I see CM Punk just
Okay, we broke this stupid
outlast him.
fucking fight.
Yeah, I think so. We got some pretty important fights coming up. So
Yeah.
let's put our energy there.
I think we did all right for breaking down a fight that is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's not much of a fight there.
Arlovsky versus
Taya Tavasi. Tavasa, I guess.
I don't know.
Taya Tavasa is, I think he's a New Zealand guy, and he's a fucking crusher.
Okay, so it seems
He's a crusher. Bring up his record. Who has he been knocking out lately?
he is 9-0, and he's had 2 fights in the UFC. Rashad Coulter is also fighting on this card.
Yeah.
He got a performance of the night against him.
Yeah.
And Cyril Asker, I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
That was on the Romero Rockhold card.
Right. What was the result?
He
Knockout?
won. Let me find that. It was a first round KO.
Yeah, this guy can fucking crack.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Do you want to pick first on this one, or you did pick first last time?
Yeah, you pick first. I think
man,
we're gonna be very similar on this one.
I love Arlovsky. I have had an interesting relationship with
Come
Arlovsky.
on, just pick him, bro.
I've been back and forth on Arlovsky. I liked him in the beginning, then I didn't like him. Now I love him.
Yes.
I love Arlovsky. Not a chance I'm picking him in this fight.
I was hoping you'd pick him.
Arlovsky's a funny guy because when he first came into the UFC, he had a chin for days. You could crack this guy all fucking day, you're not putting him down. And then he got knocked out. 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 You could fucking blow on his chin and he's going down.
Now he's constantly getting.
But then he got his fucking chin back. And you could crack him and he'd walk right fucking through it for a couple years. And then he got chinny again. Where is he now? Is he chinny? Is he not chinny? Who fucking knows? When you talk about heavyweight fighters, I mean, these guys can crack. You know, maybe he's not chinny. Maybe he's just leaving his, the button wide open for these guys.
And he did just beat Stefan Struve.
Yeah, he beat
That's
Stefan
a big
Struve.
win.
Man, he's been fucking, he looked great against Overeem.
I don't really. He lost the one he lost.
Oh, he lost,
Yeah.
but he looked fucking great in that fight. I love Arlovsky, man, but I think Arlovsky's going to fucking sleep immediately. I'm taking Ty, first round KO.
That's mine too.
Well,
I can't take it away.
Too bad, because I picked first.
I can't pick the same? Is that a rule?
That's a rule.
All right, I guess I'll take second round.
Second round KO.
Yeah.
All right.
One of us is getting an extra point.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Now you get to pick first in this one.
Holly
This
Holm.
is interesting. I mean,
is this Megan Anderson's debut in the UFC?
yeah, it is.
Okay, so I don't know. I've heard her name a lot,
Right.
but I don't know anything about her. She doesn't even have a picture on the UFC fucking website.
Yeah. Well, she ain't much to look at anyway. So
That's probably why. I'm picking first on this one. Holly Holm, third round, KO.
you're taking home third round.
Question mark kick, be exact.
QM kick. You'll get an extra half for that.
Oh, come on. That deserves
I'll
a
give you
full
an extra
point.
half. I'm taking home decision. I think Megan Anderson may make some noise in the UFC. She ain't gonna make it fighting Holly Holm in her first fight in the UFC.
Yeah, Dana's not
It's
doing her
fair.
any favors,
It's not
right?
real fair. But in Dana's defense, Megan's been calling for it. She's been calling Cyborg. She's been calling Holly Holm. She's been calling for all this shit. So
this is the
she's
only
getting
way-
exactly what she's asked for.
Yeah.
And she's gonna realize that she didn't want it.
And I think the winner is going to fight for the belt. Holly Holm will rematch against Cyborg, or Megan Anderson will drop right to it, I think.
Now, is this fight being contested at 145 or
Yes,
135?
145.
It is being contested
Yeah.
at 145. That's interesting.
I think Holly Holm's staying there. I don't think she has any interest in going back down.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her. There's no competition there besides Cyborg. If you can figure out a way to beat her, and
Yeah.
she made the distance.
I mean, everyone's going to want to watch that fight again anyway. It was a good fight.
would,
Yeah. Be interesting, man. I mean, wouldn't it be really interesting if Megan Anderson comes out and destroys Holly Holm?
Is that what you're picking?
No, I'm not.
Fuck.
That's the best result, though.
For the UFC,
For me as a fan, that's what I want to see.
I don't-
I want to see a new crazy contender to go against Cyborg.
I love Holly Holm. I want her.
I love
I
Holly
want her
Holm
to get
too.
the belt at 145.
I love Holly Holm too, but for the interest of the division, right? If she knocks her out in a flash knockout, okay, Holly got caught. You bring her back anyway,
Yeah.
right?
She's
I
still
mean,
got star
she can
power.
lose 6 in a row. Dana's never going to cut Holly Holm.
She's the one that beat Ronda,
Exactly.
right? She's still got that
And
star.
and she takes all fights. She take on all comers,
She's
and
the-
she's an exciting style.
She's like the female Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, except she's exciting.
Yeah, she actually.
Yeah, she
finishes.
fights. Yeah, she actually.
I don't
goes
know.
to
Something Stephen Thompson versus Hendricks, and I like Thompson versus Rory McDonald was a great fight to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
His last few, not so much.
Not so much. Not so much.
He's got to go up against a guy who's going to come at him.
I got home by decision.
Home by this. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I'm hoping Megan Anderson is tough. I mean, I don't know. Sure, Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey, but I think that's the only knockout she's had in the UFC.
No, she just knocked out. What the fuck's that? One short little one. Was her nickname Pitbull? Maybe.
Andrade?
Maybe. I'll go look it up. Just one sec.
Yeah, you looked that up. Anyway, I mean, she's gone to decision quite a bit.
Yes, she does.
I've got home by decision. But, Holm is
it was-
also
was that-
susceptible to submissions.
Okay, it's
so.
Betche, right? It's,
Betch Correa?
Yeah, Betch
Okay,
Correa.
that doesn't count.
but it was a
Ronda
it does
Rousey
count.
knocked her out.
You can't say it doesn't count.
Ronda Rousey knocked her out. That doesn't count.
It counts because it's on the record.
No, it doesn't count.
All right.
She's not a strong finisher.
She's
Holly Holm.
not.
She doesn't have big power. However, if she catches her with a kick,
With a kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
but her hands don't have a lot of
now
power.
we're getting to the fucking good stuff. My boy.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding.
Who is your boy?
I'm just kidding. I was fucking with Colby.
Colby's your boy. Who's picking first on this one? You just pick first.
You pick first.
Listen, this is a quick conversation for me.
Yeah.
RDA is going to mop the fucking floor with Colby Covington.
Yeah.
And,
What are you saying?
it's funny because this year there's been a lot of the old guard going down to the new guard. And this could be the same thing, except it's not going to be. It's going to be RDA. This is going 3 rounds. So I think it's going to go all 3. I'm going to give this a decision. I'm not building a very exciting card here, by the way.
Yeah,
my
speaking of-
last 5 have been all
He's
decisions.
going to mop the floor with him. Decision.
He is. Well, yeah, but you know what? When
You
Rafael
think
Desan,
you're thinking it's going to just be a dominant.
I think it's going to look a lot
Dominant
like
decision.
Gillespie versus Pachel.
Yeah,
that's what I think it's going to look like. That's my pick. Colby Covington is talking a fucking great game, but he's doing himself big favors, right? He's getting
Right.
big fights. He's making big fucking money
fighting for
just
interim
by
belt.
shooting his mouth off. And but he ain't ready for the level of RDA. And if he is, and he proves me wrong, that's fucking terrific too.
Right.
Right? That's great. Then we got a real fucking serious contender. I don't think he is that real serious contender, at least not yet. If he beats the RDA, man, you got to give him all the credit. Right now, I'm giving him zero credit. RDA all the fucking way. It's not going to be a close decision. You're not going to text me, another bad decision.
Text you. I'm going to be, hopefully I'm fucking just looking at you.
Well, we'll talk about those two guys I don't want to meet. You know,
talk
I don't
about
like
it.
meeting people.
I know.
You know me.
Actually, maybe no one else. Maybe no one's coming. One guy can't come for sure. I just remembered that.
I'll tell you this much. If you tell me no one's coming, I get over there and these boys show
I would
up.
never lie to you.
Oh, hey, what's going
never
on? Oh,
lie
nice
to
to
you,
meet
Mark.
you. I'll kill you.
I
right
never
on the
lie
spot.
to you.
Fucking break your neck. Right on the fucking spot. Whatever's in the room, I'll grab it and throw it right at you. You better batten down the hatches over
I
there.
would never lie to you, but I'd let you know the truth. All right. So I'm taking first round KO.
Colby, please go Colby. Please go Colby.
Colby Covington.
I know you love Colby. I know you love Colby. You're going first round KO?
First round KO. Let's go, big boy. Make it happen.
This is where you're going to be schooled in MMA. Right in this fucking fight right here.
I've been so excited
Listen,
for this.
I love it. I love it that you're on that hype train. You know, and you know what the thing is?
This is me.
There have been a
with,
lot of hype trains.
You know what this is me picking with? My trollness is picking this. I need Colby to win this fucking fight and just.
If he does, there's not going to be an episode 11 next week. I can't face it. There's no way I can fucking face it.
Colby
Not a
round 1
chance.
KO. Let's go, buddy. I need this to happen. This is I don't care if I get every other fight wrong.
You know what? I'll
If
tell
I
you.
get this one right.
I'll tell you this much right now. If you get that right, if Colby wins by first round KO, you're going to see
That Damian Maia's a big win.
You're going
the
to
way
see
he
a
won.
big fucking smile on my face. You're going to see a big smile on my
is
face.
that?
Because I love that shit, man. I love a new contender, especially a mouthy guy like
Fucking,
Colby.
oh, yeah.
I love a guy breaking out against a tough, durable, proven, former champion fucking killer and a guy with hype. You know, and nobody's giving Colby a shot in this fight except you and a
me.
few other people.
Right.
But
He's got to be a
if
huge
if he
underdog.
does, man, you know, listen, I got my favorite guys in the UFC, right? Like my favorite fighters. Even when my favorite fighters have lost by knockout, I always celebrate it because I just love seeing people get dummied.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes
So if that happens, you're going to see a big smile on my face. I doubt very seriously it's going to happen. Let's get to this fucking main event. Now, this is for an interim title as well.
Interim, yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't really understand why they're doing an interim title. I don't understand why Woodley's not fighting. I know he's hurt.
Well, that's why.
I don't, even when he's not hurt, he's you know what he's doing? He's holding on to that fucking strap for as long as he possibly can.
Right.
And I get it. That's how you make money. But I don't like it. Did you hear George on Joe Rogan podcast?
Yes, I did.
You know what I loved about him? His explanation of why he gave up that belt at 180.
That actually made me turn. Because remember, we had a podcast.
And that's when I thought about Tyrone Woodley. And I was like, Woodley's doing that. You know, Connor's done that.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So
Connor's
many.
definitely done it.
Bisping did that.
Yep.
So many fighters have done that. Hold on to the belt. Oh, I can't fight right now. Oh, I'm injured. Oh, I don't like that matchup. Oh, he doesn't deserve it. You know,
'Cause remember-
just so they can hold on to that fucking strap.
Yeah, because I remember we had a podcast. I don't know what episode it was, but I gave GSP kind of a hard time about it. I said, "Bitch, move, bitch, move."
I know.
His explaining that, changed my mind a little bit there.
That was a great podcast.
You know, I don't know. He had a good point. You know, he's like, I know it was not healthy. He's like, I didn't know it was not going to be unhealthy for me.
Yeah.
He's like, I got there, and then the doctor's like, hey, you're fucked up. You're fucked up.
Yeah.
So the only way I cannot be fucked up is to get back down to a more healthy weight.
Yeah.
Well, then why, if I can't fight there, why hold on to the belt?
Yeah.
That may as well, it's not fair to the rest of the division or the rest of the fighters. Here, I can't make that weight anymore. It's not good for my health.
Yeah. I loved his
You know,
answer,
well,
man.
how can you argue with that?
How can you argue with GSP on anything, man? The guy, that was a fucking
That was a great podcast.
That was a great podcast.
See him 15-minute endorsement of Joe Rogan's fucking spinning kick or whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah, oh, have I ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy video.
That was cool. Okay, so here we go. The main event. I fucking love
I
this.
have to pick first in the main event.
Now, have you seen their first fight?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Stoolgate.
No, that wasn't Stoolgate.
That was Stoolgate.
No, it wasn't.
It was Whitaker Romero was Stoolgate.
It sure wasn't.
What was Stoolgate then?
Stoolgate was Tim Kennedy
And Romero?
and Romero.
Why did I think it was a Whitaker fight?
I don't know, but don't fucking question me on fights.
All right. I'm going to look into this because I think I'm
You
right.
obviously did not listen to Joe Rogan's MMA podcast with Tim Kennedy.
No,
because they talk quite a bit about
I listened to a few minutes and he annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh, dude, you should listen to it. It's a great fucking podcast.
He's a crazy person.
No, but listen to the entire thing. You'll become a fan by the end of it.
You think?
I
I
guarantee
tried,
you, man.
man. I
It's
fucking
very good.
gave up.
No,
All right,
keep
I'll try
going.
again.
Keep going. It's really good. It's really that guy is he's a very, very special human being, Tim Kennedy. I hate him. I don't like him.
He loves waterboarding.
But
couldn't wait to talk about Rogan.
but I cannot deny that I mean, he's a fucking killer. He's an alpha. Like, I mean, this guy has killed a lot of fucking people.
I know, that's crazy, eh?
And I never liked him as a fighter, but I always enjoyed his fights because he's always in exciting fights. That guy fights his fucking bag off.
Answers his front door fucking naked with a revolver to you saw the guy. He's a psycho.
Hey,
guy.
then you're gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna fuck with you, bud.
Yeah.
I'm actually, after listening to that podcast, I am a fan of Tim Kennedy now. That's the first time I've ever said that.
I'll have to listen to it.
I've always enjoyed his fights. Like I said, I always respected him as a fighter because he does come to fight, but I always cheered against him. And I loved Stu. Then he comes out and knocks him fucking dead. Oh, I was so happy. I was so happy. Did you hear the MMA podcast with Yoel Romero explaining that?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was tough. The Spanish.
I got like 35 minutes in, and I was
Coco Diaz, man.
Fuck,
Come
man.
on.
I know.
You got to
too
go
hard.
back to that one too.
Yeah.
This is what, and here you are arguing fucking Stoolgate with me. You haven't heard either one of those fucking podcasts. Jesus Christ. You didn't watch UFC 8. What the fuck are we doing here? Slack as a fucking co-host.
Hey,
Jesus
I'm leading
Christ.
in picks. All right, don't forget that.
Listen, you're here every week for now, so that's,
That's right.
it's
At
the
least I
most
show up.
It's the most I can ask for.
I show up.
That's right.
On time.
That's right. All right, main event, Whitaker Romero. I picked first last time. I'm going to give you the floor here. Break the fight down. Tell me who you like. I know. Doesn't matter what you say.
I know.
I know how I'm picking this fight.
I'm having a really tough time with this one. Because I think Yoel's coming in with some extra just fucking oomph with this, I feel.
Right.
I think Rogan's done a lot for his fan base, Romero's. So I think now he's kind of embraced this whole thing. That I love you. Like he's really kind of proud. So I think some of that might help with him. I think Whitaker's just better.
Think he's better?
I think he's just better.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean. I think it's a decision.
How do you think? What do you think Whitaker is better at?
I think he's more technical.
You think he's more technical?
And not on the ground.
Certainly not on the ground. I mean, Romero is one of the most decorated wrestlers
is dangerous
ever.
on the feet.
Yeah, he's dangerous fucking everywhere, man.
But he doesn't even try takedowns. Really.
This is it's a rematch I've been fucking just salivating for, man.
Yeah.
That first fight was tremendous.
I think it's Whitaker decision. That's what I'm going with.
You're going to take Whitaker decision?
Another decision, yeah.
Another decision. I'm going to go out on a fucking limb here. I love both these guys. Like, as far as, like, people, fighters, I fucking respect the hell and love both of these fucking
Has
guys.
Romero
man.
ever been KO'd?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No.
That's why I don't think he can be. I don't know if he can be. He's got that Cuba strength.
Yeah, he's got that Cuba strength, but here's what I'm going to say about it. Whitaker's beat him before. Mm-hmm. Right? And I don't know who says this more often. I think it's Chael who says this more often. In a rematch of a fight, if the younger guy won the first fight, I don't think it's ever happened where the older guy wins the rematch.
Really?
Right?
That's a crazy statistic.
I mean, you'd have to go through the fucking
and
stats,
really
right?
Pay attention to it.
But I
Chael's
think
crazy. He could just be throwing that shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think at some point, there's a tipping point for somebody. I mean, Yoel Romero is a fucking freak athlete. He's a freak of nature, right? You don't get genetics like that every fucking day.
No,
he's a freak. He's technically sound. And he's technically sound in the grappling. On the feet, he's a fucking madman. He's just a wild motherfucker.
Well, his
He'll
dad's
throw
like
a flying
crazy,
knee, a
like what-
spinning kick.
His dad's like ranked number 2 or 3 in Cuba boxer or something. Like,
Yeah. Well, and Cuba's always been a very hotbed of boxing, right?
yeah.
They won, many gold medals in boxing at the Olympics. But there's going to be a point, even with a freak athlete like Yoel Romero, there's going to be a point where you're too old and you're going to get got. And I'm picking Bobby fucking Knuckles, 4th round, clean knockout. Clean knockout.
Fourth
It's going to
round
be
knockout.
emphatic. He's gonna.
That would be insane.
There's not gonna be a fucking trilogy fight. He's gonna make it very clear that he's better and he is the fucking champion. Bobby Knuckles.
I like that
Fu-
fight.
I love Bobby Knuckles, man. He was on the season of The Ultimate Fighter, Australia versus the UK, and I loved him. He was just a quiet, just a silent fucking killer on that show. And I've watched him. He's grown leaps and fucking bounds since that show. If you watch that show, you would have looked at him, Whitaker, and would have said, yeah, he's okay. No chance is he ever even gonna contend for a title, let alone be a reigning fucking champion. I love it that Bobby's the champion, and Bobby's gonna win by fourth round KO. Clean fucking
Walk
KO.
away.
I want an extra point if it's a clean
yeah.
KO.
There's no follow-ups.
Extra.
I'm in.
For
Extra
clean.
half point.
Extra for clean.
Half point.
That should be a full fucking KO.
You give me a full point
All
on the question mark kick. I'll give you a
Oh,
full
definitely. Okay, deal.
Okay,
Deal,
we'll do
deal.
that. We'll do that.
Deal.
Then I'm in.
Shit, can you imagine this question mark?
I know.
That fucking happens.
It's going to be insane.
You know, did you...
Yeah, I'm excited for this fight. If he knocks out Yoel, I don't know. I'm going to be pretty fucking speechless.
There's got to be a point, right? There's got to be a point in Yoel's career where he gets fucking caught.
The thing is, I think he can only
He's
maybe
been
be
rocked.
TKO'd, but I don't know if if Whitaker gets him down, I don't know if he's going to want to follow it up on the ground because he's just not going to want to even fucking step that. Kind of like Connor Nate. Every time Nate hit the mat, he's like, "Yep, come back up, buddy."
No, I don't think that Bobby's going to resist going to the ground if he's on top.
Okay.
Right? I mean, Yoel Romero's not throwing up fucking triangles and arm bars from the bottom.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
He's the
But he's
hammer.
fucking strong.
Yeah,
He's-
his top game is what you really got to fucking worry about. His bottom game is not really.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's got to be a point where
A walk-off KO would be gross.
yeah, Bobby can do it, man. Bobby Knuckles has got fucking power for days.
Oh,
The thing about
he's got
Whitaker,
Aussie strength right there.
the thing about Whitaker is he gets so much better between fights.
Yeah.
You know, and Yoel kind of does too, but Whitaker just improves rapidly, and he's already beat him, and he is the younger guy.
That's the big thing for me
know.
is he already beat him.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to pick a finish against Yoel until I see it. Right?
And Bobby's got something to prove. You know,
And he does, yeah.
He's been sitting on his ass, and here's Bisping's been running around with this belt, and then GSP's been running around with this fucking belt, and he's been on the.
And really, at this point, everyone's like, "Who's the real champ?" Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because even when Whitaker won the belt, it was an interim belt at the time.
Yeah.
And then the GSP relinquished, and they're like, "All right, well, I guess you're the champ."
Yeah.
And then fucking like Yoel, I don't know, man, what a fucking mess that division.
Yeah,
This
it
is cleaning up that.
A lot of the
division.
divisions are a mess, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Connor had two divisions in a fucking mess.
That's what
there's
started
an
all this mess,
There's an
is
interim
Connor.
fucking welterweight fight this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, all the divisions are kind of
We'll
fucking
look
messy.
at in next month is another fucking the light heavyweight champion is fighting for the heavyweight champion. So if he wins now, the light heavyweight championship, that division's fucked.
Yeah.
'Cause-
The only division that's not really weird like that is 125, and that's just because Demetrius won't fight TJ.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's because
I wish he would. That's the fight to fucking make.
I don't know why DJ is just so fucking.
Oh, he loves being the champion, and he loves breaking records. He just wants to keep fucking...
and he's getting paid good.
Yeah,
and he
man.
makes a lot of money on Twitch.
Would you
doing
want to
his
fight
gaming and
fucking
shit, right?
TJ Dillashaw?
No, I wouldn't want to.
You know?
I'd want to keep winning the belt, fighting these fucking nobodies.
Yeah, man.
On fight nights.
Because you get a belt every time you win it.
I don't.
You get a new belt
Oh,
every time.
right. Well, he wasn't until.
I think he's fucking melting them down and selling them.
Well, he wasn't until like.
Yeah, I know.
his
He made a big stink about it.
Oh yeah, big deal. Well, not really. He just said he wanted to take that picture.
Did you hear about this fucking bare knuckle event that went down over
I
the
didn't
weekend?
watch any of it, but
I didn't see any of it.
I did
but
hear
you
of it.
see some of the pictures? My
I
Christ.
did. Yeah, a couple of like the
Fucking
still shots.
bloodbath,
Yeah.
dude.
It's insane. I guess it was pretty exciting to watch, but man.
I guess it would be, but the funny thing is, Rogan's been, screaming for
Yeah.
years that do away with the gloves, have bare knuckle fights. It's like, dude, okay, this is what it looks like. It ain't fucking pretty. There's no way Fox is putting that on the air.
No, yeah.
There's no way ESPN is putting that on the air. It's too savage, man. And they had fucking girls fighting. Bare knuckle. Beck Rollins fought.
Love it. Who was it? FC that ran that?
I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was called bare knuckle.
Yeah, but I think like a reputable promotions organized it. I think it was 1FC.
I think it had to happen on a fucking Indian reserve, first of all.
Oh yeah,
Ain't no goddamn commissions
got
involved
down,
in this
got down in
business.
Fredericton Reserve.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy, man. The reports coming out of there, from all accounts, it was a fucking great event. But not something I want to see, man. Let's put the gloves on.
Yeah,
the cuts, man, the blood. It's just
we're at a level now.
It's too much, man.
2018.
It's too much. It's fun, but this happens every now and again. Like the Russians a few years ago, they wanted to change MMA. You know what they did? They did multiple. They did teams, fighting teams.
Yeah.
So they do 3 guys versus 3 guys, and if one guy got knocked out,
the other
now it's 3 versus 2.
Amazing.
Ridiculous.
Amazing.
That's not how you build a sport.
I love it.
That's how you tear one down. Have you ever seen any of them?
No.
Oh, dude, go on YouTube. It's a lot of fun to
I think I saw
watch.
one just like on Facebook. It was on like one of those videos. It's just on your fucking time feed or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll watch this.
I saw there was another one. I think it was out of Russia too, where it was an obstacle course and fights somehow.
Jesus
And it was
Christ.
like teams, right?
This is insane.
So one guy got knocked out, and so the team that had 2 guys, one guy had the only remaining member of the other team mounted and was raining punches down. So this guy had his arms up to protect himself. The other guy ran in and grabbed a fucking armbar on him.
Amazing.
So he's getting punched in the face and fucking armbarred on one side. Like just it gets fucking ridiculous.
Oh my
fun to watch for sure, but man, people should not be participating in this kind of thing.
yeah, let's just keep with the progression of the sport. Let's not take it back to 1993.
A lot of big names from the 2000s in this bare knuckle thing, like Joey Beltran, the fucking Mexicutioner.
I don't know any of these
he was the Mexicutioner. Rico Rodriguez, former UFC heavyweight fucking champion.
No,
long running. Beck Rollins, she just got cut from the UFC.
That name kinda sounds familiar.
Johnny Bedford. He was on the Ultimate Fighter in the UFC for a little while. A lot of fucking, well-known fucking fighters
trying to get
throwing
paid.
down bare knuckle, trying to get paid.
Trying to get paid,
I
man.
hope they did get paid, man, because those guys, they took a lot of fucking damage, man.
They're only going to pay so much, right?
Yeah. It's, I don't know, man. It's different. Did you see this? There was another video that was released. I can't remember the name of the promotion, but 2 fighters were fighting and they were on the ground or whatever. The referee separates them. Did you see this?
No.
So the referee separates these 2 fighters, stands them up on their feet, and he turns his back to walk to the middle of the cage where he expects those 2 fighters to meet him.
Right.
Yeah, no, they're not done fighting. They start fucking swinging on each other, and the ref tries to get, in between them.
When was
and
that?
the one guy holds the ref by the shoulder and head kicks the other fucking guy.
My fuck. What
He
was
tried
this
that
at?
twice. I can't remember what
Just
what
some,
it
like,
was.
local fucking-
Yeah, like a regional
Love it.
fucking deal. And
Some elite one.
and then eventually, the ref couldn't even fucking control it. Eventually, their corners had to come in and fucking split it up.
Oh,
Both guys got disqualified. It was fucking ridiculous.
Kind of a weird, I don't know why I randomly just thought of this, but something kind of local, speaking of MMA, I read something online. I can't remember what fucking article it was, what website released it. But it was top 5 Canadian prospects for the UFC Calgary card.
Right?
And on there was Christian, actually.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Christian Savoy, local
Yeah,
fighter.
Yes. So, yeah, local here. So I think he's the middleweight champ or something like that.
Yes.
So I was reading the article and they said they already...
He's champion for Elite
Elite
One
One,
MMA.
yes. He was already asked to fight in that card, but he has that hand injury, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
in a cast right now.
He was asked to be in this season of the Dana White Contender Series.
Oh, okay, right.
But because of the hand injury, he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So he's not scheduled for he's trying to be. He's like on the top 5 to probably be on this Calgary card.
Right.
And they say if he doesn't get on this card, or if he gets on it and it doesn't really go his way, type of thing, or if he doesn't get that he's already pretty much going to get a contract on the next season of the Dana Contender Series.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty big news for someone
Yeah.
around here that seems to be like he seems to be right there to jump in that UFC. The article basically said for him, if he gets on that Calgary card and he makes a good showing, he don't need that Contender Series because he might be getting that contract sooner.
That's interesting.
But he's right there, so that's why I texted you and said, man, we should probably get him on the podcast.
We better get him on the show. I think
before he gets too big for us.
maybe we'll shoot to have him on episode 12.
that'd be wicked.
Yeah, I know him,
Perfect,
He's,
yeah.
I've cornered against him.
Yeah, I don't
My
really
guy
know him
Nick-
at all. Yeah, a buddy of mine kind of knows him, but I don't know him at all.
My guy Nick fought a guy from his gym that he corners, Joe Pilner.
Okay.
And we beat the fuck out of him.
Perfect. We'll talk a little bit about that.
I mean, it was the fight was Nick wanted to throw hands. That's what we do, striking mostly. Like
Yeah.
we want to work off the jab. That's usually our game plan. And Joe Pilner just wanted to wrestle him. So he held him against the cage a lot. We weren't sure if we were going to get this decision, actually, because Pilner held Nick against the cage quite a bit. But every time it separated, Nick lit him up.
Nice.
Joe didn't know where he was at the end of this fucking fight. He literally asked how to get out of the fucking building.
Oh, shit.
And he was standing right beside the door. Anyway.
That's pretty fucked up then.
Yeah, but my very last comedy set was at Yuck Yucks. And Christian was there. And he came up to me after the show and said, "Hey, man, you're really funny. I liked your comedy." And he introduced himself. I said, "Man, I know who the fuck you are. I cornered against you. I cornered Nick Coombs."
Right,
He's like,
right.
"Oh, yeah, he fought Joe. Yeah, yeah." And then, we got talking.
Nice.
So I think I got an avenue there. I don't think it's going to be any problem getting him on here. He's actually a podcaster anyway.
Yeah, I think
he's got his own
he has
show.
one, yeah.
Port City Perspective, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
MMA based, I don't think.
it's not
right?
MMA
No.
based at all. It's locally based. It's a video podcast. It's not bad. I watched, my buddy Kyle Wills was on it not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know Kyle. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure you know of him anyway.
Yeah, well, he worked at Mitsu for a bit. I think he was at NBCC or something. He had like a
Oh
work
yeah,
term.
he worked at Volkswagen too for a little while. He was marketing
Oh,
manager
yeah, he
down
did
there.
that for a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to get Christian on here. And I want to start, I'm going to try to reach out to, I was really hoping that you were going to watch UFC.
Yeah.
Because in UFC 8,
My bad.
a guy I
I
know,
didn't mean to break your heart.
a guy I know competed in UFC 8.
Oh,
Big Daddy Gary Goodrich. So, and I was going to, I was going to say, hey, I think I can get this guy to interview on the Scrapcast, right? And I think it would be interesting because Gary suffers a lot from CTE, like
Okay.
pretty bad. And he's very vocal about it.
It'd be nice to get that perspective.
It'd be interesting, yeah. But that's not going to happen until you watch UFC 8.
Well, I'll be watching it.
And you can't, I can't even give you any new fucking homework. I had this awesome homework lined up.
I got
for you.
too much.
It wasn't even an event, Matt. It was just going to be one single fight, and you fucked it up.
Yeah, I know. That's my bad, bro. What do you want me to do?
Fucking
Maybe next week.
Do your fucking homework. That's what I want you to do.
How about this? Instead of that, I'll just post where you can see us on Instagram and Twitter, the Scrapcast.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, no. Where is it? Where is it again? Is it internet?
They can hear us.
Just go to the internet.
The internet's
We're on the internet.
just Google's.
Yeah.
No, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the Scrapcast. Email us, thescrapcast@gmail.com. Any questions? Anything you want us to watch? UFC 8, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, anything you want us to watch. Matt will watch it.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
All right, I'll see you next week, Matt.
Everybody, I'll see you.